Bonjour, lovely audience. Welcome to Rascal Comedy's lovely Valentine special. I am your host. It's Jack Mack. How we doing, guys? What's the crack? Valentine's, huh?
The host.
Yeah, thought I'd make the effort today. You know, Alex said I look like someone who teaches geography. I think history. My geography teacher was also the PE teacher, and he was infamous for coming into the dressing rooms and just always wanted to talk to us in the dressing rooms. He just come in, hang out with us. Yeah.
Wow, this is taking a turn. Wow.
It has, yeah. That's what happens when you rant on your own show. So if you're new to the show, what is Rascal Comedy? It's basically the show where I interrogate comedians. It's a lot like traditional stand-up and the Rosa Tralee. You know, I ask them stupid questions about someone's opening something, about, I don't know, like if they have any land or anything valuable on them. You know, I like to know these things. So what's going on? What's going on in the world? Let's do some stand-up. Right. How are we finding these Zoom gigs? Like, we've nearly been in them now for a year. How are they? They're weird, aren't they? They're a bit tricky. Yeah. I remember my first Zoom gig. I logged on, and halfway through the show, a hacker started playing porn. I just logged off because I was like, "There's no way I'm going to beat these guys."
And I do it again.
And I do it again. No, I've been practicing since then. You know, you wait till we're out in the world. But Valentine's Day, unfortunately, my girlfriend isn't here. She's in Spain. That's right. She's left me. No, she's not. She thought she'd go over, see her. I love how that's the biggest laugh I've ever got. So my girlfriend is Spanish as well. She's a lot like. Now, I thought I would be getting someone like Gloria from Modern Family, but instead she's more like an adult version of Dora the Explorer. And yes, she still asks open questions and leaves those pauses, especially when we're fighting. She's like, "Do you know where you're sleeping tonight?" The couch. That's right. Can you say "mi guapo" in no sexo? 9? No, that means I will never have sex with my girlfriend again. Yeah. She hasn't changed. Bless her, she hasn't changed.
I can see why she left you with that impression.
Yeah. I know. With that said, let's see the comedians. Now we were just saying it's a very hoodie heavy lineup.
Yeah, did you not get the letter?
Louise is the only one who made an effort.
The hairband and everything.
Yeah, you're
Valentine.
I got some stripes going on.
Yeah, everyone's just casual.
I have the lyrics to the greatest song ever made on my T-shirt. So this is my 5 minutes. I'm just going to stand here holding this up while you all sing along when you get to the chorus.
Cool.
I see Africa.
It's Africa by Keego. Yeah, I won't actually. I've got the second verse tattooed on my arse, but I won't show you.
Bit of an investment.
That's weird.
How can you root them?
Keego, can you sing that song but in a different like singer's style? Like sing it like Johnny Cash or something.
Like Ice Cube or something. You keep freezing.
Yeah,
I don't know. Are we allowed to? I'm not allowed to say that word that he uses in all of his rap songs, and I don't know how I can apply that word into this beautiful masterpiece. But I will sing it instead of doing any comedy.
Yeah, do that just to mix it up.
Anything else? Just no comedy. Just do anything else.
Please, never. Yeah. Please don't do that. No, of course. So we're going to start off with our first guest. Oh, sorry, Ailish. What were you going to say?
We were talking about Zoom gigs, and I remember I had one last year where someone was doing a takeaway order and they had muted the computer, but they thought they muted the sound, but their mic was on. They're like, "Yeah, could I have a chicken and what are you having?" No, just ask what he's having. And like the comic was just like a scene out of The Exorcist. Is anyone there? Turn off your fucking mic. So Zoom gigs are hard, guys. They're tough going.
When you say that, I was like, I have been heckled by somebody ordering Domino's at a real live gig too. So.
Were you there, Louise?
What?
Were you there? Were you performing or something? Hey, can I get a bag of chips
full on Domino's order down the back, and I could hear every bit of it. Like, so yeah, quite a good simulation for real life then.
And did you just kind of accept it, being like, "Oh yeah, pepperoni, good choice"?
I think I just started talking to the front row and was like, "Yeah, exactly." We were like analyzing him based on his toppings and the fact that
fair.
by ordering
what did he go for? What did he order?
It was something very basic, very basic. You probably have pineapple.
Oh really?
To be honest, yeah. It was in the Midlands, you know. No
pineapple. Get the bouncers.
We have a terrorist. Yeah.
The mafia. I don't think they'd like pineapple on pizzas. You know, we'll put pineapple on your pizza, but we get to break your legs.
At least.
Seems fair.
That's very fair. Yeah.
I think it's fair. Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. So we're gonna start with our first guest. He is the host of Lit Chats, the brand new chat show that was born from this COVID beast. It is Alex. How you doing, Alex? Alex, I'm gonna move you up. Look at Alex. What if we put the tits all together?
There you go. My little pedestal. But the chat's what was our launch like 3 months ago now, and it's going well. You were my first guest, Jack. You were. I'm your first guest here. You were my first guest ever on the chat, so I'm so happy. You were my first. Just I wanted to reveal that to the world that you were in fact my first.
I went gentle. I said, let's take this slow. No, it was rough. I didn't hold back.
That's what you said to me in geography class.
I didn't hold back, Alex. I went right in there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I would have been disappointed if you had held back. I would have been like, I wore my brand new hoodie for you and everything. I just noticed with the beard and the hair and the beard and the hair and the blue hoodie. I look like a discount Ben Verth. I mean, he's like the real thing, and I'm like the discounted version.
Who?
Our headliner.
I think you look damned attractive, Alex. I think you look like a good-looking boy. And if if you had a song tattooed on your arse, I'd love to sing it karaoke style. So.
Oh, nice.
Jack, what's the tattoo on my arse say again?
The tattoo says it's just a W on each cheek.
I know, man. Sorry. I'm just gonna complete the look. There we go.
Do it.
Yeah, just a headstand.
Very good.
Then you look
I just need to his every move. I just need to mimic now.
Yeah. Right.
Ben, did you ever imagine, people cosplaying as you?
That did happen. My friend Niall went to a fancy dress party as me once.
All right.
And so I felt very proud and privileged. So,
well, Alex, you went to Comic-Con dressed as a character. Who did you go as?
I went to Comic-Con dressed as Jesus.
Is he a character?
Yeah, well, the Bible, I think, is the Bible is the Bible, in my opinion, is the original comic book. So I thought he was the perfect character to go as. So it was a case of while I was there, I had all the younger people going, "Let me get a picture with you. This is amazing. Let me get a picture." But every time I walked past an old person over there, the grandkids, they were looking, going, "He must think he's hilarious." I was getting death stares off these old grannies.
To be honest, everyone would know who you were, because there's that risk when you go to a Comic-Con going, nobody's going to know that I'm, Storm. But everyone was going to know who you were, so it was a safe bet.
Or did
my mate as well.
Did you walk by and they just went, "Fucking hell, Ben Verth, what's he up to?"
As he sang so low.
What was funny was that happened to your point though, about not recognizing the costume. My friend went as a guy called Dart Revan out of Star Wars, who's an extended universe Star Wars character, and he had spent a fortune on this costume, and he'd gotten really nicely done. He had it all professionally made, and every single person he walked by was like, "Oh my God, it's Kylo Ren."
It's a joke that only the nerds
see a man so
easy. Oh wow!
I know.
Kylo
Nerds, bonus for you.
It's wasted on me. I'm sorry.
I was very popular with the nerds, opposed to Catholics when I was at Comic-Con.
Well, the nerds of the future.
Absolutely.
The nerds of the future.
I remember the weirdest one I had was I had some girl asking me to like baptize her and like flag, and I was like, fair enough. Like, it's an interesting day. You're walking around and the people are all like coming up, going like,
She was hitting on
"Hey,
you.
Jesus, what's your opinion on this?" I'm like, it's just a costume.
But you've almost made.
But it wasn't like
something about like we've got you on this show loads of times as Jesus.
Oh no, yeah, but it was such a weird experience because like it wasn't like, just like, oh, what do you think of like God or anything like that? Like it was really kind of like direct kind of serious. It's like, Jesus, what do you think about direct provision in Ireland? And I was like, what part of the Bible is that in?
I don't know. I don't know.
Just over in the corner doing christenings, and doing christenings in the corner, and people are asking you questions. It's just terrible.
Just do what my brother asked a priest, like, where do we come from once? And the priest was like, well, it's all part of God's plan. Really open questions or open answers. Yeah, just give those.
Just give like the absolute, like, respond to their question with an actual question as well. Be like, I can do this all day.
Yeah, I think like the real philosophical, like just to make an infinite loop.
Yeah, I help those who help themselves. Alex, are you ready to hit the stage?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's been a while because
I sound a bit delayed. I feel like I'm talking and people are kind of.
I think that was just such a philosophical question. Are you?
Yeah.
Are we ever ready to hit the stage?
Are we ever ready? Okay, Alex, whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
We are. I think my costume. Like we are all delayed on our journey toward heaven.
Sorry, Jack. There's a bit of a delay. Have we started yet? Have we?
Yeah, next.
Yeah, we'll go live now, Jack. We'll go hit the button. We'll go live now. We'll edit all this out.
Ben, do I have a delay?
There's 2 Bens.
I have 2 jokes about Ben Verth being Jesus that no one has said yet. So let's just save those until we're live.
We'll save those. We are live now. Just to let you know. Okay, all the way from Dublin. It is the one, the only Alex.J.Byrne, everyone. Woo!
Everybody, thank you. You're far too kind than I deserve. You're way too kind to me. Had a good Valentine's Day, though, I got to say. I got 10 times the amount of cards I got last year because I learned from my maths teacher 10 by 0 is, of course, still 0. But speaking of cards, I haven't done magic on your show yet, Jack. So I said, I do a bit of magic.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of cards, I'm going to do a card trick, okay? Right, now, Jack, we haven't rehearsed this, right? Correct. We haven't rehearsed this. This is completely spontaneous.
This is news to me.
This is completely on the sperm of the moment. So here's what we're going to do. Jack, I'm going to pick a card. Tell me when to stop.
All right, stop.
All right. Okay, I want you to think of a card, okay? Don't tell me what it is if you thought of it, yeah?
Yes.
You thought of it, okay? Right, here we go. Ready? Right, now you ready? You ready to have your mind blown?
Yeah.
All right, Jack, what was your card?
4 of clubs.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes!
Woo! Oh my God, amazing!
Whoa, Alex. Wow.
Holy shit! Do it again.
Jack, bring yourself on screen for this one for a sec, Jack. I need a volunteer, Jack. Bring yourself back on screen for a sec. Need a volunteer.
The only way I can do that is to get out of solo mode. So here we go.
Okay, here we go. I'm sharing the stage now, Jack. Watch the handkerchief, okay? Watch the handkerchief. Okay.
It's like a girl on the time of the month.
Oh!
Way!
Where is it?
Now, Jack. Now, you ready? You ready? Now, if you really want to be impressed, Jack, check your inside jacket pocket. Check it. Go on. I can't fucking believe you fell for that. If I could do that, I would be in Vegas.
Yeah. I'm in New York.
I think that's my time. I told one joke and did 2 pass with magic tricks. So I'll say that's my time and share the stage. Hope you enjoyed.
That was Alex, everyone. That was top class magic, man. The first magic trick you did was just unbelievable. You know, you're the next Darren Brown. For sure. You know. Did you ever see that one he did where he brought somebody on a bus and then he tricked them into thinking that they were in a post-apocalyptic zombie apocalypse?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ben, you saw that one.
That was good. Loved it. Loved watching that.
That happens anytime somebody takes the 40, Jack.
Really? They wake up and there's all these zombies. Yeah, well, you could be the next one. You could be tricking people, saying like, I don't know, what's something really obvious, like, do you like clothes? And they're like, yeah, because you're wearing them right now. It's like, fuck. throwing shit.
No, I'm not.
Better, yeah, if they weren't.
or
like old classic one. Like,
you tell somebody what the little pocket is, the little square in jeans. You'd be like, you know, that's for coins. And people are like, what?
He's doing a new show. He's looking for volunteers, and they were like, "Don't trust you."
Hang on. Ailish, what was that?
He was doing a show, and he was looking for volunteers, and someone commented saying, "Sorry, mate, I just don't trust you." Like, which is fair.
Fair, yeah.
You could do the old classic one though, Jack, with yourself, and be like, do like that mindful thing, like, Jack, I know where you got your tie.
Where?
You got it around your neck.
Oh, that's something you would do, though.
I'm just writing all these down here. I'm writing all these down.
Yeah, good man.
I'd charge. I'd be like, give me £2. And by the way, you must like love confusing this, because like I'm on here like opposite, you know, Ben, and we got the same hair, well, he's got a better beard than me. We got the same hoodie. And the last time I was on Alex.J.Byrne, I was on with Alan.J.Byrne. And people must see me and be like, he's not a real person.
I know. Or there's been time I've tagged you when I should have tagged Alec, the other Alan. See, I've even got mixed up. The other Alex.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, you know. And
see,
you're like,
I'm like the reverse comedian. I'm like a reverse comedian. Instead of stealing people's jokes, I just steal their identities.
Yeah.
I wonder who's next. You
but
come on.
It was actually funny because when I had
you're like, hey, how's it going?
But I had Alan.J.Byrne on the chats a while ago, and he was telling me about he's doing a podcast called Chit Chat. And I was like, I can't wait until we have a gig post-lockdown where, you know, I go up to a gig and it's like, hello, are you Alan.J.Byrne from Chit Chats? And I'd be like, no, I'm Alex.J.Byrne from Net Chats. That's going to be great.
A lot of chats. A lot of, yeah, very confusing. One of you has to go. One of you can't be around. I'm gonna let you guys pick. Anyway,
it's
we're gonna
like
move on to
the
our
end
next...
of Gladiator.
Oh, sorry, Ailish.
You have to fight to the death. Fight to the death. Only one can survive.
That's not what happens at the end of Gladiators. Oh, do you mean the film?
They both.
Do you mean the film or the TV show?
Because if it's a TV show, one of you has to dress up as Jess. That's a separate issue entirely in another show. And have the really long cotton buds with the big things on the end. And
the ear cleaners, yeah.
I love that.
Oh, the ear cleaners, yeah. Well, Gladiator both die.
Did Wolf die?
Did he?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is the worst Monday ever if Wolf died.
Yeah, I know. I don't want Wolf. I don't want Alex and Alan both to die. I want one of them, you know.
After
anyway, we're gonna move on to our next guest. I forget who I picked. I think I said English. Yes.
Yeah.
You. So yeah, we got the party tits on as well.
That's right. Yeah, all three tits. Mm-hmm.
All three nipples.
So I'll tell everybody what the party tits are. We are a weekly show that happens on Thursday.
Some weird fucking lulls, which border on the illegal in this show.
I'll introduce us.
Yeah.
We have a show every Thursday on Facebook Live, and we host themed parties every Thursday. And on YouTube, and we're also on Spotify. And Jack, you've been on our show.
So you can listen to you guys. If you got, I have. I actually play a character. I do a cameo.
Oh yes, you got a name last week for the first time, and I said it in a meeting at work this morning, and nobody found it funny at all.
Wow, and Keego's now unemployed.
Yeah, so Alex, if you want to steal my identity, that'd be handy because I don't have a job anymore, so that'd be great.
What was the name?
I'm gonna want being like.
Was it?
I'm gonna want being like
Jerry
James McAvoy.
Right, it was Jerry Laddams.
James McAvoy.
Jerry Laddams. Yeah. So I played this character. I'm an IRA stripper because I was asked to strip, but I put on a bit of weight after Christmas, so I was feeling very.
Bit of context:
like,
it was a hen party. It was a hen party.
And he wasn't genuinely asked to actually strip. It was always a comedic version of taking clothes off.
He had like 15 layers on him. He was taking off jumper by jumper by jumper.
A lot of cardigans.
Just in case anything got out. No, we're highbrow.
You only have good strippers on your show.
It's like the most Irish stripper I've ever heard. It's like, oh, here comes the cardigan.
Well, he also had a balaclava on, and we were like, "This place is about to blow!" Woo!
So, you can leave your balaclava on. You know that old song from the Full Monty. It's Please leave the balaclava on.
Do we leave the balaclava on? Yes or no? Do we like a balaclava in the bedroom?
I mean, if it's been asked for, if there's balaclava consent, then sure, go crazy. I mean,
every second Wednesday. You couldn't do it every night. Every second Wednesday.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that kind of thing every night. You'd be bored then.
Otherwise, they get accustomed to it. It loses its value. You get
a rash from the wool on your face.
The difference between a balaclava and just a gimp mask is just the material. One is leather, one is just cotton.
We're all making jokes, but Ben got very serious. He's like, you start getting a rash on your face. And
you have a beard that gets tangled up
and her inner thigh. Sorry, Ben got serious.
Well, Ben is the only one here who can legally wear one outdoors.
Why?
Because you're we're all Irish. It's frowned upon.
Okay.
Whereas generally it'll be fine.
But if Ben did it, it'd be fine.
Yeah, but when a Scottish guy wears a balaclava, no, that doesn't seem threatening at all.
What if? What if he's not speaking? You can't tell if he's Scottish or not. The balaclava's on.
Yeah, when I walk into a bank wearing a balaclava, I don't think suddenly people are going to be like, "Hey, sir, would you like an extra 100 quid in your current account?"
He's Scottish. He's harmless.
Would you be interested in a credit card, sir? You're obviously not Irish because you're wearing a kilt. It's like,
No, but someone would
walking
go,
in going, "Where's all your tiny pens?"
Filling up a bag. No, they'd say, "Hey, listen, you can't wear that," and you'd be like, "No, it's fine, pal." And they'd be like, "Oh, sorry."
I think you'll find a can.
Freedom!
No. So you're okay. You're fine. Yeah.
Cool. Watertight legal argument, guys.
You're fine. So, Ailish, do you wear many balaclavas or?
Hello.
The segue there,
segue. But this is the banter that we usually have on the show. We kind of just go down a couple of rabbit holes and just then, someone has to bring us back. We have a host each week and it changes, and someone has to watch each other.
Did you guys have a thing last week where they kept explaining their plot lines to you, but it happened to them? So that time I broke out of that prison.
No, I'm not having this. So
Ben and I were being romantic,
Yeah, we were explaining romantic things, and sometimes I like to bring a girl on a magic carpet ride and show her as Agrippa, and I'm like, shut your fucking mouth. And they were like,
nice.
Obviously the plot to Aladdin.
Shut your mouth, I'm scared of heights. Yeah.
I must have missed that version. I must have missed that version of Aladdin.
Well, this is a great way to tell you guys, or those watching the show on Facebook Live, we're going to be having a Disney party this Thursday, so do come along. That's why they were doing Disney teasers and stuff.
Nice.
But yeah,
absolutely.
What's your favorite?
In brackets, it's Getting is in the new version of Aladdin. So that's a thinker. You think about that one.
You should remake it again. get in a lad in.
James Joyce used to live down the road when he was alive.
Did he?
Oh, no.
I can tell. He's rubbed off on you.
Well, yeah, he's dead now, but that's there's a Netflix series in that. Sorry.
What is your favorite Disney film, Ailish?
Aladdin.
Aladdin?
She
And they did. Don't you dare. Love rubbing lads, she does.
Who's that?
Like, oh, man. That's my impression of Keego. And it's nothing
Spot
like
on,
Keego.
yeah. Spot on.
Come here.
Even better than the real thing.
No, but like, I love Robin Williams. I think he's fantastic. He just carried that movie, didn't he? He just fucking carried it.
And he did 24 or 22 hours of material for them. They just put him in a booth and he'd be like, wow, woo.
Yeah.
You know, just let him off. Yeah. That's my Robin Williams impression. Wow, woo. Oh boy. Nano. What about yourself, Ben and Keego? Favorite Disney films?
I like The Lion King. I like Little Mermaid. I like all that kind of like 90s
I
Disney.
love Little Mermaid.
Don't slip it in there like that, you little pervert. The Little Mermaid. I love Mary Poppins because she's real. Ben.
No, okay, fair.
How dare you say Ariel isn't real? Take that back.
Nice.
It actually reminds me of a time I actually was on a beach and I was choking and I fainted, and someone swam in from the sea and gave me a kiss and started singing. And
and she brushed her hair with a fork.
Yeah, she was an idiot. Like, she was an idiot.
Jesus, that's something. Where's that? In Bray.
That's what happened here. I brushed my hair with a fork and it just comes off and clumps.
Wow. Right.
Was that when your best mate was a crab? Was that time?
Not the best mates of crabs. Yeah, that's a separate issue entirely, though.
Hang on, is that when there was like vegan sharks who swam by and wanted to become your friend, and you were looking for your son and you couldn't find your son anywhere?
Hello, you filthy millennial. That's not a real film. We need to go back in time with your lies.
And anyway, at this stage, if Jack and Alex and Louise just want to piss off now, party chicks are taking over the show.
Yeah.
And you guys can all just go home.
Right numbers.
You guys,
All right, guys, great show.
We've only got the 30 minutes on the Zoom, so cheers.
Everybody can come and Louise, Jack, let's go reconvene on the chats. Come on.
We'll do a different show. We're going
to. I've only got 40 seconds of comedy, so you're fine. You're all back in. Don't worry.
That's fine. No, hang on. You doing stand up?
Not right now. Well, I can if you want. I'll do it.
That's not what this is for.
I just got. Yeah. Never mind. I thought it was a different.
Oh, I see what you did there. Okay. Yeah, you're also correct.
Low hanging fruit. Okay, Ailish, we're going to move the show along. Do you want to go on stage? Do you want to hit the stage? Do you want to be funny for a bit?
I'll try.
She'll try.
You really stole that. You really stole that.
God.
Absolutely. Like, after that, especially.
Are you going on stage or what? She's muted.
She's muted herself. You've muted. There you are.
She's giving me the silence treatment.
Yeah, go on.
Go on, sure. Look, all the way from Party Kids, it's Ails McCarthy. Woo!
It's obviously great to be here. Like many people, we're just in lockdown for a long time, but I'm kind of trying to get ready for when we come out. We'll be like the horses belting out at Cheltenham. And what I've started to do is run. So I don't know if other people, like, summer bodies are made in winter, so I'm trying to exercise now. And I saw a woman running around the other day, and she had a pram. So she was like sprinting with a pram, and there was a child in the pram going like, go faster. And I was just like, fair fuck to her. It's like a Fitbit in the pram. I was like, fair fucks her, because, you know, like, just running around with the child. She's like, I don't have time for daycare and running. I have to get it all done in one. It was either that or I witnessed an abduction. I've also, when the gyms were open temporarily, I started to go back swimming, and I go swimming with my parents. They're like athletes, but I usually wear glasses. I can't see anything. No, honestly, they're faster than me. And I went to like the lifeguard, and who was like 8 years younger than me, and I couldn't see at all. So I just went up to her in like, you know, my swimwear, and I was like, sorry, do you see a man standing at that end of the pool? She said no. And I said, do you see a man standing down there? She goes, no. Who are you looking for? And I was like, I'm looking for my dad. And she was like, do you want me to help you find your dad? And I'm like, bitch, don't patronize me, you know. And yeah, I think that's my 3 minutes, you guys. Thank you for having me.
Ails, we got anyone.
Yes.
I was just,
Did you
I
figure
was
it out in
just,
the end?
I was just picturing like your eyesight being that bad. It was like, is there a man on this end of the pool? No. Is there a man on this end of the pool? This is IKEA.
Yeah. How far did I walk?
It's like, what are you?
Please tell me they gave you like a lollipop or a balloon. Like, you just wait here and you'll be fine.
I was like, don't patronize me. No.
The guy must have thought you were like the child from The Sixth Sense. Is there a man standing over there? What?
Do not.
What the fuck?
Do not patronize me, miss. Would you like a lollipop? Yes, I would.
Like always.
Does he have a big Victorian hat on and he's pointing at me? He was lost at sea 40 years ago.
Oh my God, Ailish, you got new material.
I got like seaweed. He's got seaweed coming down his head. He drowned in this pool. This pool's only 2 years old. Yeah, you heard me.
He has a message for you. Run.
Wow.
Get out of there.
The pool.
I do
Chinese on the way home.
The lifeguard is just going, could I help you? And you're like, I know what you're trying to do here, Petal. Go away. He's over there brushing his hair with a fork in the corner of the pool. You know?
Yeah.
Party hits should go. You guys should like do a video vlogs. Like party hits, go to the swimming pool, and Ailish is like, I can't see, and it's just
wow.
I don't know.
That's
Shaving his head with a fork.
It'll be on the
We
6th one the
currently
next
do
day.
videos on a weekly basis. You guys should totally tune in. It's every Thursday at 8 o'clock on Facebook Live.
Heard it here, folks.
Yes.
Keego, that was a what was that called? Hook?
I got excited there just at how professional Laylo is. Yeah.
Always.
I get scared when people are doing their job.
We're gonna move on to you now, anyway. So.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have a toy of Keego. You've got your own bobblehead. I've showed you many times.
Oh yeah. Jackie is obviously my only fan. So thank you very much. That's a free gift with every. I was about to say prescription, but subscription. Yeah, very different thing.
Prescription. Keego prescription. Yeah.
You need one of them too.
How was your Valentine's Day, Keego? Did you get up to much?
Well, look, I actually have a quote for you that I found that would work with the question you just asked by magic. Being romantic is like shaving your pubic hair. Okay?
To explain.
You have to keep doing it, otherwise it gets rough.
Nice. I like that.
Thank you very much for a small fee. I can impart wisdom like that to anyone.
Are you like a dating guru, but you deliver advice in puns? Are you like a master that delivers dating advice in riddles?
My brain actually just shut off after the first half of your sentence there. You know, are you a dating guru? It's like, look at this face. There's absolutely no way.
You tell boys what not to do.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on to your hair as long as you can. Go full bend on the hair if you can, because it's better to have too much than too little. You know.
Sure. I mean, we definitely know you've no pubes now. I mean, that's what that joke has given away.
Yeah.
It makes it easier to find. You know what I mean? Yeah. We actually might be talking about that in a second, Ben.
Yeah.
Don't bury the lead here, but yeah, we will be talking about my party area in a second.
My party area.
Nice one. Maybe a spin-off show, Party Keego, solo show.
Oh, absolutely not. The Zoom is horrific on this webcam, so no, there's no way.
Okay. I've just we got a comment. Have you seen this from Twitch? You ever poop the pants? I poop up the pants all the time. I have poop the pants my whole life. and often it has a Valentine's present to my beloved Boris.
Wow, that is the weirdest caress I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of Twitch on this show because I just get the weirdest comments. People trying to support Biden and stuff. Or no, support Trump. They're saying Biden stole the election.
Crazy supporting Biden. Oh my God.
I know, right? How dare you?
I think they're here.
What's happening?
Can anyone hear me?
What was that?
Oh, wow. Don't say the B word. Don't say the B word.
Don't say that. Yeah, don't say the Obama.
Yeah, I said it once, but I think I got away with it. Yeah.
That was weird. That was like aliens invading.
Well, ironically, after that, I did poop at the pants. So
no concessions.
Poop at the pants, poop at the floor, poop at everywhere. Yeah.
So it really is just like a normal stand-up gig.
Yeah.
We just need someone to start ordering pizza in the background just to feel at home, you know?
Yeah.
Just need people judging you. See, that's the thing about these Zoom meetings. I don't see the audience. They could be judging us, shouting at the screen at us. Fucking stupid. You know, we don't know.
I think they probably just turn it off before music.
Yeah, I think it's best we don't know.
I do like the way that whoever that was typed it phonetically. So if you read it again, they typed it as they speak. It's fantastic. They're obviously Italian or something.
Oh, I thought it was Jack's Spanish girlfriend from the start of the show.
That was her, actually.
You love me so much. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm smelling a bit of white male privilege. Anyone smelling a bit of white male privilege in here? I'm just getting a whiff of it over here.
It's good night from us. It's all downhill from that joke. It's good night from us.
Absolutely. Well, that's good. I mean, Keego and I did a open mic last Tuesday, didn't we? Yeah, Tuesday.
We did. Yeah.
And it was interesting. We saw all comedians from all walks of life, open micers, really.
They were all white, male, 20-something, 30-something, 40-something.
Putting the Mickey in open mic. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it was mixed.
Well, you can't tell really. It's a Zoom gig, so you really wouldn't know.
No.
So you take that back,
There were 7
Louise.
of them.
No
one
idea.
was grumpy, one was dopey, one was
sleepy,
dark, sleepy.
Yeah.
And there was a woman cleaning all the fucking time.
That's it. Whistling.
Typical sexist Disney films.
Talking to animals.
I'm just picturing like the Seven Dwarfs. Picturing the Seven Dwarfs now. It's like COVID climate. There was dopey, there was sleepy, there was bashful, and they were all hanging out. But then there was sneezing, and they put him in his room for 2 weeks.
Well, they didn't. That's why we're all in our fucking houses for months.
Oh yes.
The Six Dwarfs doesn't have the same ring. No.
Sounds like some sort of gang, doesn't it? The Six Dwarfs. Seven Dwarfs is cute.
Yeah.
We had Doc or Miggledy as we call him here in Ireland.
So just before I bring the tone down, Alex, is that a shower curtain or are you filming American Psycho 3 behind you there? Is that a shower curtain?
All I can say is my comedy is very clean. My comedy is very clean.
And that's it for me.
Yeah, Alex is a machine when it comes to puns. You're just a boom, boom, boom. You're like a Rain Man of puns, you know.
I even had my cards earlier as well, just to prove the Rain Man. Just sitting there doing the maths, going, "Here comes the puns.
Here comes the joke." Yeah. I've only met Alex once in person, and oh my god, like we were filming a sketch, and your cameraman was like, "Alex, focus," and you were like, "Ooh, pun."
Speaking of meeting once in person, that's what we've also done. The tits.
Yeah.
We've all met once in person.
Wow. You wouldn't know that though. You're like the Beatles. You're all like mates.
Only in front of people. Like behind the scenes, we just send each other pieces of poo in the post. Like it's just
in the pants.
Yeah.
In the pants,
In the pants, yeah.
In the pants.
It's the new way of doing it. You know, you used to put poo in a bag and set it on fire, whereas we just poo in pants, put that in a box and post
Well,
it.
you can do that. There's a company that send Betsy Spear actually told me this. They send animal feces in a box, and you can send it to anyone you want. So she sent it to I think it was like her aunt or something. Kilos
yeah,
of
nothing.
nut.
Yeah, it's like nothing says I love you than kangaroo shit. You know what I mean? It's like, you're my
But it's
favorite.
really
cute, though.
Here you go. Yeah.
I love the concept that, you know, like some guy's got like 4 dogs out his backyard, drove off, and he's looking, I'm gonna make a bit of money out of this.
Yeah. A kangaroo at the back, like, how can I make a profit?
I'd love that there's a selection of animals, and he was like, they're just going to get dog shit. So whatever the selection is, dog shit is going to be the only thing that I have. Everything else, emu, crocodile, ostrich, dog shit is the only one I have.
I ordered crocodile poo. This looks like a Labrador poo from Bray. What is going on?
I paid
That's
for
getting
the
a 3-star
premium
review on.
package.
On a Patreon. What is this?
Yeah, what?
This does not
Where's
smell
the
like crocodile.
Like people, it's the only thing like people see here. Like,
This is the worst TripAdvisor review. I'm leaving.
They get dog shit, and they're like, good one, I get it. They get like fucking, they get like cat shit, and they're like, the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah. Right. On this note, we're gonna move on.
Wow. Speaking of cat shit,
Keego, you know, the stage is yours.
where do we go from here, guys? We basically.
Keego.
Wow, Jesus! I'm on full screen here. Apologies in advance, but we've covered a lot of topics so far, guys. So I just thought I'd tell you about what I've been doing. Right? We all do a lot of freaky shit during lockdown. We all experiment and try new things. I started reading, and I was reading today about a group of people called incels. I don't know if you've. I'm sure you've all heard of this. I don't. I was introduced to this today. Incels means involuntary celibates, and it's a group of mostly, let's be honest, ugly white fellas in America.
Single people.
Yeah, who give out about women because they can't get the ride. Now, if you bring that kind of 2,000 miles this way, I was involuntary celibate from the age of 13 to the age of 35. These things do happen. It turns out it wasn't the women's fault. It was me, because I started losing my hair from the age of about 7 months, and it just started growing from my eyes down really fast, like from the nose to the toes. I'm an absolute gorilla. Now you wouldn't know this, but obviously you wouldn't know this unless you're on my OnlyFans, which is Jack. So thank you very much.
Yeah,
I
know.
Yeah. It's scarred mentals. But no, the thing I tried to do for Valentine's Day, things were still in that Valentine's Day buzz. I thought I would get my party area waxed. So I went on Groupon, as you do, and got it done on the cheap. Showed up. I met the lady, Veronica was her name, and she brought me into a room in the back. And I actually I might have a prop here under my table. Hang on, I should have planned ahead here. Is this? No, I don't. This is live TV, folks. It doesn't have to be, but it is. But she brought me into a back room. And so, she puts me in the stirrups, which I'll do a little impression here. Okay. So it's exactly the same as going to the doctor, right? I'm not wearing any shoes. That's an extra $5. But basically, this is the position I was in. Where's my other leg gone? Jesus, there's wheels on this. So I was like this, look. And she's there working away. Look me in the eyes, guys. Look me in the eyes. And the usual small talk when you're at the hairdressers and they're like, oh, do you see EastEnders? Or oh yeah, I prefer Christopher Nolan's early work as well as rip. Oh Jesus, rip. But there's a moment of silence, right? That was hurting my hamstring, so I've got to come back. But no, there was a moment of silence after the 14th rip, where She came up from south of the equator with a look on her eyes that made her rethink her career choice. I heard her scream, Sheila, cancel my 2 o'clock and my 3 o'clock, The poor woman, like, Jesus, there's part of my body that she's seen that I haven't seen, and I'm nearly 40, so fair play to her. She got through it anyway. She had the welding helmet on, no problem. But eventually the war was over. The job was done. Now, the only thing that was lost was 20 years of pubic hair, which is good. She ended up with tennis elbow, and my genitals ended up looking like a well-cooked Christmas turkey.
Oh.
So with that mental image, I'm going to hand you back to our illustrious host, and we'll see what look is on his face at that mental image. Stay safe, everybody.
That was Keego, everyone.
Well done.
Well done. Did somebody say turkey?
ruined Christmas.
It's like your impression,
Oh wow!
Where was it going? No, he doesn't actually have any pants.
Well, there's a beak issue there. His beak is believable. Yeah.
I'm just picturing the fact that I'd imagine that we've all shared this on like our timelines on Facebook, and I'll watch this show. Picturing like one of our mates who was randomly scrolling on Facebook and just saw Keego with his legs up, just going, "Way."
What
the bigger issue is that they stayed here. So that's, you know what I mean? They didn't skim past it. They were like, what is happening here? When does David Attenborough commentate on this?
Imagine.
Just subscribe to Raspberry Comedy.
Jump over it, Jack.
David Attenborough, like. Here is Keego.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
I'd watch it.
Yeah, the poor woman. Yeah, it's a 3D film, so I wouldn't watch it now myself.
Wow, 3D. Wow.
Yeah,
I would watch
too many dimensions.
Lads on Temple Bar trying to pull with David Attenborough narrating in the background. I'd watch that. Here we have the lad.
I remember I was in a play back in 2019, and it was something. It was called Dub, actually, and it was actually quite good. It was like Lads Out on the Pull in Dublin, but he had a David Attenborough narrator over it.
Oh, really?
And it was brilliant.
Oh,
like it was like girls. Yeah, it was like girls going into the club, and it was like, here we see the women come into the club. We're there, welcome with open arms, and then like these two lads rock up the club. Here we see the male try to enter the club. Where they're greeted with hostility.
No, I'll do the culture version. Here, the two males fight outside Supermax at 3 a.m. to prove their masculinity.
That's my chicken burger.
Yeah. No, they're cultures. Hey, get away, you fool, yeah.
Hey, go away from that there. There's five nuggets. There better be 5 nuggets that when I look back.
There was 4.
Oh, there was 5.
Anyway.
But you can't count it, I suppose.
You fool, yeah? Anyway, that's my life. That is my life.
You big fool.
You know? Great, we're going to move on. Our next comedian actually made an effort. You know? It is Louise. Here she is. You look great, Louise. You know, I mean, the worst date I ever went on, I turned up in a hoodie and tracksuit, so I can't. I'd be a hypocrite if I criticize the rest.
Yeah. They're the only 2 things I make an effort for nowadays is comedy gigs and online Zoom speed dating. I don't know if anyone's tried that.
What's that like?
It is
like, ooh.
Go on.
That it would be better than real life speed dating, right? Because you're like, it's a little bit easier. It's just got a computer screen in front of you. But you can actually still be stood up. But the problem with the Zoom speed dating is when you're stood up and they haven't muted themselves and are watching the Liverpool match. It's pretty bad for the confidence. You're like, all right, how's the match going? Well, at least I knew the score of the match. I suppose.
So did they not sign up just to like, I'll check it out, but I'm going to watch the game as well? So do you come on and they're just like...
We came in like 2 minutes from the end of the 7 minutes that you have, and it's like, oh, And I was like, how's the match going? And he was like, oh, you're a smart one. I was like,
Oh my god.
He's sitting there like his Liverpool jersey and his Liverpool hat. Like, what gave it away?
I know. And
How'd you know?
Yeah.
Hell.
So you would think like I would have hung, like, I don't know, walked away from the screen myself, but I'm the same as I am in real life. I was just like, well, I'll just sit here and wait now for this guy to show.
Would he not show you? Would he not try and move the camera and you could watch the game as well?
No, not this time now. Yeah.
I love the way that the qualification for smart was you can hear things with your ears.
I know.
You're a smart one.
He was like, wow.
We found like his perfect one because like the fact that he comes on to Liverpool and oh shit, the Liverpool match and you're off. Play his own game against them.
Deja vu. But the other thing about it, like even though it's a Dublin event, like people dial in from everywhere. So you do get some random people from like Canada and the US. And the worst now was definitely this guy from New Jersey who was like, I was like, oh, like, because it was clearly daytime. You know what I mean? I was like, where are you? Time zones are not like that big difference in Ireland.
Yeah.
Depth of like Irish.
Really?
And he was like, oh yeah, I'm actually in New Jersey. And then he takes me out to his balcony to show me the sunny skies outside. I was like, thanks. This is like
that's romantic.
Nice,
oh no, this guy was the worst. So I don't know if anyone else feels like this, but you feel like your lockdowns are like different seasons of a TV series. So
yes.
I've done Zoom dating a few times. So like lockdown season 1, I did the Zoom dating. This guy was on it, the New Jersey guy, and in that season he played like a Mark Zuckerberg character. He was telling me about an app that he was developing, where he was like an app for people to virtually sleep together in their beds, like just as in sleep, like sleep. I was like, if that's gonna take off, man.
Wow, that's like in Her when he sleeps with the robot.
Except it's
a not even a robot. Could you organize another date with this guy? Could you organize another date with this guy? We're all going to ask a few questions. We're going to email them to you.
Then he showed up. That's the problem with the Zoom speed dating is it's the same people. So lockdown season 3, I went on the Zoom speed dating again, and this guy showed up, and he did not remember that he had met me, but I remember I met him because he's the weirdo from New Jersey. Yeah. And in lockdown season 3, it turned out he had made that happen in 2002. It had made him loads of money. He basically retired, and now he was running for district attorney. Like compulsive.
I might virtually sleep with him. I might virtually sleep with him myself.
But I can see that working in America. I could see them going, I'm going to try this app and I can sleep with randomers. I can't see it happening in Ireland. Like, I slept with Roshi.
Everyone knows each other in Ireland. That's why.
Yeah. But she likes a cuddler.
Well, yeah.
I was invited to Jewish speed dating recently. I was doing a writing workshop with these Americans, and this guy was like, I've got a Jewish dating now in a few minutes. Do you want to come on? And I was like, few problems. I've got a girlfriend. I'm also Catholic. And he's like, oh no, they don't. No, you're not. You wouldn't be allowed. Yeah, but I was like, thanks for the invite. I just can't go. Maybe you could try that out, Louise.
Yeah, maybe. Although I think I need to. I think it's your outfit. Maybe was that what made them invite you?
Maybe. They saw. Yeah, they saw that and go like, "You're perfect."
Yeah. And then are you growing the hair down the side of the cheeks? Was that like? Do you have a bit of this going? Yeah, I think that was it. Do you have a little ringless? They were like, this Jewish speed dating.
Yeah, I could like channel Woody Allen. I could be like, oh God, I'm so, it's great to be here. I'm so nervous. I got a rash on my back. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Whatever you do not channel Woody Allen.
Yeah.
If you think Woody Allen if you don't believe that he's a bit creepy, watch the film Manhattan, where he's like in his 40s going out with a 17-year-old.
Who doesn't believe that he's creepy?
Like in all these films.
In case there was any doubts. In case there was any
Yeah.
doubts.
Yeah,
He's
it
always
took me
trying to
3 dates to figure out he was a creep. So yeah.
Keego, you're so muscular. You should come back to mine.
He's
Christopher Walken, how did you get in here?
Yeah, that was more
What was
Christopher
that,
Walken,
Alex?
wasn't it?
Yeah,
What?
it has
He's
to be
actually
walking
been
for the rest of the show.
Party tits are having their own show down there. We should
Oh my God.
branch off again.
Yeah.
Lads, this will
We're
be
the
great when we
podcast!
go live.
Yeah.
When we go live, this will be great.
I'm just picturing it like completely backfiring. Like you go on and you're like, "Oh, this is gonna be great fun." Yeah, it's like so. What interest do you have? And the first one is like, so do you look at Ben Shapiro and you're like, "Oh, I gotta leave right now."
I think I might take advantage of where my square is and try and be Jack's trousers and just like start dancing. No, it's not gonna
Nice
be.
legs, Jack. Nice legs.
Actually,
Did a bit of yoga there, Jack.
Jesus. Jack, that is surprising. Fair play to you. That is very surprising.
Do you like that?
Yeah, we didn't
Oh,
think
yeah.
not at all.
All right,
I mean,
Valentine's
that was
Day
fun.
is happening now. Fair play to you.
Keego, get your legs up again. Move the square. Move the square.
I wrap my legs around Alex's face.
The more that we see of Jack's outfit, the more Mr. Bean it is, to be honest.
It's very Mr. Bean. Very Mr. Bean. But I'm also wearing sweatpants. I've got sweatpants on. It's a real Zoom job.
The full-on Doyle. Yeah, the full-on Doyle.
It's very
You are
Doyle.
that geography teacher that was also a PE teacher.
Yeah. Yeah. He inspired the look.
In the end, it turned out it's like Fight Club. He was Tyler all along.
Yes, it was me. Fuck.
And which is quite. And that's what you used to say to the students. One rule about PE class: do not discuss what happens in PE class.
Do you know? Yeah.
What did we just
He'd always
tell
go,
you?
Right, lads. Football or soccer? Every class for 6 years. We'd always say soccer. Football, lads, or soccer? Let me know. Hang on. Reggie's getting involved. She was on last week. Can't believe I had to find out Woody Allen was a creep. I'm sorry, Reggie. Didn't know how to break the news. Yeah. What other way to find out than someone doing a Woody Allen impression?
She'll just be going back now to she'll be going back to. I just found out Woody Allen is a creep. I'll never be able to watch Toy Story again.
I'm trying to be Jack's arms, but it's not working.
All right, we're gonna move on. Louise, are you ready to hit the stage?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay, guys, make some noise for the wonderful, the great Louise O'Toole. Woo!
I was thinking I might do what that guy did on the Zoom date and just go off and watch is there a football match on maybe? You guys here? No, I was thinking now I did need to bring a bit of balance back with the whole Valentine's Day yesterday, for single people. So I don't know if you guys know, but I don't know if you know about Singles Day. It's actually a day in November, the 11th. And it's actually the biggest shopping day globally in the world. And that is because it is China's Black Friday. And Chinese people buy more than the rest of the world combined in one day. And it was actually used to be called Bachelor's Day, which was a bit sexist, obviously. But it was called that because the two ones in the 11th, or all the ones in the 11th of the 11th, they look like branches. This was their theory. They look like bear sticks, actually, is what they call them. And a bear stick is a Chinese slang for a single man who is never going to reproduce and create any of their branches on his family.
Wow, that is...
It's just gas, because, if you think about the Chinese trees, they all just have one branch off of them anyway, so they're pretty But yeah, no, the whole day, the idea behind it is actually just that single people have more disposable income. So yeah, you guys might all be happy with your love and comfort, but hey, we have our money to keep us warm. But yeah, no, I was also just thinking during lockdown, I was wondering how do we think the swingers are doing? Like,
Yeah.
Desperate.
a few weeks in the summer. Last summer. It must be tough for them. And the water? What's still open?
The swingers, the playgrounds are still open.
Fuck hell.
Well, I hope that's not where it's going on.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Straight red.
Then I was feeling sorry as well for like kleptomaniacs. It must be hard. Like, there's no crack if the only thing you can shoplift are essential items. You know what I mean? But mostly, I just feel sorry for single people during lockdown. I think it's been a long year, and because I am obviously single as a Pringle. I used to say before lockdown when I thought it was exciting to be single. Lol. But yeah, I don't know if you know, like that crisps are now the increase in purchasing of crisps is like over 60% during lockdown. They've gone up, and I get that. And I was thinking about it while I was eating all of the crisps that I was buying. I am 60% that increased the purchasing of crisps. But I was thinking about it, and like, I mean, Pringles are the least fucking single of all crisps. You know, are side spooning in an orgy, and they are not socially distant at all. Okay, I mean, it's just right for the virus. The old Pringles. You need to be, a potato. That's the type of single person I am. I'm a potato. One of those ones just in the bottom of the bag. You know the way you kind of get some random little ones. They're like, you find them down at the end. You're like scraping the bottom of the bag for them. Yeah, they could be any shape, any size. They might be green, But yeah, that's me now. I'm a tato. I'm single as a tato. It doesn't really have a good ring to it, does it? I need to. Anyway, thanks, guys. That's me.
Well done.
Yeah.
By show of hands, who knows what March 14th is? Who knows what holiday is on March 14th? By show of hands.
I know. And
Is it International Women's Day?
Nope.
It's right before that, though. That's really before that. No?
It's like the Men's International Women's Day.
It's Men's Valentine's Day, and it's called Steak and BJ Day. Oh, yeah. So it's the men's equivalent of Valentine's Day.
I feel bad.
Are you all thinking of all the March 14th you missed out on now?
Sorry, let me just write that down. Sorry, March 14th. Is that every year, Alo, or is that leap years, or what's?
Yeah, every year. Just try and count how many you missed, and
yeah.
I feel bad I didn't get my girlfriend a gift now. I'll turn up and she'll be like, no.
But I have to say though, you brought up something in your set, Louise, and I have to, in the interest of full disclosure, you brought up something in your set about the football, and I feel I have to just be honest and show people that you were saying, is there a football match on? It's like Speed Date Part 2 of this.
Alex, please, come on. Who's playing?
I should have just come in for the last 2 minutes. I could have come in for the last 2 minutes and just be like, "What's everyone talking about?"
What's happening?
Who's playing? Chelsea are currently playing against Newcastle. Chelsea against Newcastle. My team.
Against Newcastle. Okay.
Hence why my mood is so good at the moment.
Right. Okay. Well, you can watch. You can still participate in both.
I'm doing both. I'm multitasking.
Okay.
Yeah, better good.
Fair enough. Right. Anyway, move on to our headliner of the night. The only man here who can wear a balaclava. It's Ben Verth.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm just a little concerned about what Ailish said. It's like I would rather just have the steak. I don't want to have to give anyone a blowjob.
That's my time.
Anyway, goodbye.
There we
go, everybody. Hi, Jack.
I mean, Ben was on my podcast last week. I feel like we've already talked. Really, we've already discussed it. all we need to
So
say.
fucking bored.
Fucking sick of
So
it.
fucking professional.
I guess how was your Valentine's?
How was my Valentine's? It was all right actually. We did
guess.
some really nice. We did some nice things. We
That's
made nice breakfasts and dinner for each other. We couldn't decide on which romantic film that we wanted to watch, so we ended up compromising on. We watched Save the Last Dance with Julia Stiles.
Was it good?
It was so fucking boring and a bit racist. If I'm honest, I think it was a bit racist. It was like classic
Fair.
90s white MTV racism.
Right.
Yeah, they were all way better at
Right.
that. It did like verify the stereotype though, right? They were all way better at dancing than her, who was meant to be a professional, like going to be a professional.
Like every time she would be like, everyone, like all the characters are like, wow, she's really good at dancing, and everyone who is just watching her is like, wow, that is an average dancing person.
below average.
Yeah, it's this person.
Everyone's
then
posting the video of her audition for Juilliard now, and they're like, I can't believe I bought into that could have been an audition for Juilliard.
Yeah, it's just her leaping about, and then everyone else is like, wow, who's this? And the most offensive thing about it is that it's a story about a white girl who loses a lot, so she has to go to these kind of inner city schools, and all of these black people help her to, you know, get over the grief of her mother, and she goes to Juilliard, and none of the black people's lives are improved at all by this. And they are all just back into the troubles that they have in their lives, while this white girl's like, oh my God, thanks for helping me. Goodbye. I won't remember your names.
Thanks, bitch. Oh my God.
Typical Julia.
It's classic whites.
It's, I think we should all be fucking ashamed, particularly the women in this show. You should be very ashamed for the historical crimes that you people.
That's why, Ben, that's why I don't get many women on this show.
Thanks for getting that was a joke, Louise. I saw the glaring from Ailish coming at me hard and fast.
Yeah. Be careful, Ben. You'll be on Rent a Comic.
Speaking of glare, Alex is watching the telly.
He's
still engaged.
He's got one eye on us.
Okay.
One eye on us, one eye on the game. It's amazing.
I'm doing my Rain Man thing again. I'm sitting here going, if I do one pun every 45.6 seconds, they'll never know.
Yeah. Until you start making jokes about Chelsea. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Really? Yeah, they should have saved that last dance, shouldn't they? Like, that's really the moral of that film. Save that last dance on the floor of the cutting room, please.
Yeah, we're glad that she got in. They must have had a class to fill, because she got in.
Yeah, they get a grant.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I would say everybody should watch it, but don't do that to yourselves.
Yeah. What's your favorite dance scene, Ben, of all the films?
What's my favorite dance
in a film? In a film.
Scene. Is it a dance? I mean, it's choreographed to music. I like in Shaun of the Dead when they're battering a zombie with pool cues.
Yeah.
That's Queen music.
Yeah, that counts. I like
that's a dance.
So that counts.
I'm gonna get you into Juilliard.
Good show.
Absolutely.
So there we are. So
that sounds good.
Film, though.
What?
I like that you classified it as a romantic film. I'd like to see the rest of your list. Was it like Save the Last Dance, Schindler's List?
Yeah.
Basic Instinct, Showgirls.
So
Dirty Dancing 2,
Kill Bill.
Well, yeah. So there was loads of stuff that we couldn't go. So my girlfriend didn't want to watch anything kind of like old, so like black and whitey. She didn't want to watch anything that. So I'd suggested like something like Amélie, but it's in French, and we weren't kind of in that concentrated.
Great film.
There's a lot of Woody Allen films which are romantic, but they're not allowed anymore. So that immediately gets rid of. And we'd recently seen stuff like Jerry Maguire and Top Gun. So we were like, it's either this or the film Carry On Loving. She didn't want that. So
What would be your favorite? Like, what's a good romantic film? What's peak romance rom-com?
I don't know. I quite like Notting Hill.
Love Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more Christmas.
Love Actually's up
Oh,
there.
we're into the Die
Christmas
Hard
song.
debate now. Is Die Hard an action film or a Christmas film?
Oh, is it the most romantic film in the world?
Yeah, Notting Hill.
Yeah, that
I
is
think I go
romantic as
for-
well, to be fair.
Yeah.
Proper romance, Die Hard.
What-
You know, you walking through broken glass to get to your woman. That's proper
That is-
romance.
That is romance.
Not Hugh Grant going, oh,
Hello.
so awkward.
Hello.
What is Hugh Grant the guy who does the voices from Police Academy? I mean, what was that?
Yes, he is.
They couldn't afford the first guy, so from Police Academy 4 to 24, it was Hugh Grant. Yeah.
Is he also
See
William
a
Shatner?
helicopter, Hugh.
Of course, the irony about Hugh Grant being like the lead in all these romantic films when his escapades in the 90s, right?
Yeah, cheeky
romantic life
prostitute
of
visiting
Oh,
man.
cheeky prosy.
It's funny. He still managed to though be the romantic lead in films. Like that's a masterclass in, I don't know, the comeback. I don't know. There's probably some fun there.
He's in like a love triangle with two separate women. So allegedly, he was with a woman and he left her for another woman, had a kid with the second woman, and then left the second woman to go back to the first one and have a kid. So like,
and women say men can't multitask. I mean, look
Right?
at that.
spreading the seed.
Football.
Yeah, like Alex in the football, two different families.
It's not quite Colin. It's not quite Colin Firth. It's like Hugh Grant. Next time that come up, be like, well, Hugh Grant had a love triangle. These two women in the 90s. Yeah, well, I was on the comedy stream and there was a guy watching football.
Yeah, now for you.
Our next great scandal.
What do we think of Hugh Grant in Bridget Jones?
Yeah,
I didn't see that film.
that
Hugh Grant and Bridget Jones.
Never seen it.
Yeah, well, I think does he hire a prostitute in the second film? Hang on, is Alex
Thank you.
All right.
No,
okay,
I'm
this
not
show's
laughing,
crazy.
Keego. I got it. He says, I've never seen that one. Hugh Grant in Bridget Jones.
Thank you, Alex.
Right.
And I thought you weren't watching.
Hang on, let me hear it again. Alex isn't paying attention. He's watching the football. The one guy who copped your joke. There you go.
I like that also that Keego was like, no, they're getting it, to the point that he's put a comment under the show in capital letters. He's put Hugh
I couldn't
Grant.
let it go. Yeah, I couldn't let it go. It's so genius.
Right.
This is what this show has become.
The character.
I think
right? She's not a
I think
real.
I might be your only fan now, Keego.
Thank you very much. That's it from me.
Right, Ben, are you ready to hit the stage and just let's wrap it? Yeah, let's get this thing. Okay.
Let's do it.
No.
Only man to wear balaclava. It is Ben Verth, everyone. Woo!
Hello, it's me, Ben. I've got two bits I want to try out. One's very short, one's very long. There is no linking mechanism yet between the two, so I'm just going to do it, stop, and then start the next bit. The first bit's just a simple observation. You can't polish a turd, but the thing that no one considers when they use that as an insult is that if you did see someone try to polish a turd, you would never fucking forget it. There's shit flying everywhere. Why is he touching shit? Oh, why are you getting him? We need to get this guy some help. So that's that first bit. The second bit is, and it's actually good that Louise was before me because she kind of touched upon it, talking about crisps. I've moved to Ireland and I've noticed that there's a lot of foods and drinks that in Ireland like have like museums. Like there's the Guinness. There's the Jameson's distillery. Like crisps have fucking Tato Park. You know, Ireland celebrates its food and drink unlike. And I was just thinking, I'm just going to read this out. I'll tell you what other food should have a theme park. The spicy chicken fillet roll. That's what should have.
Yes, please.
It is a food. It is the definition of I didn't know that I need this in my life right now. Especially when you're hungover. I mean, it's more than just food. In that case, it's medicinal. Like which is incredible. Because it doesn't sound promising. I was hanging one day, and my girlfriend offered me one, and I was like, "I'm sorry. Do I want what sounds like basically a chicken sandwich? What am I? My retired parents in a village cafe on a day off? I will have my own body weight in Domino's, please." And then I had a spicy chicken fillet roll, and it was Popeye levels of transformation. Like my muscles exploded. I could like see cartoon tanks in them. I could make balloon animals, but like out of iron bars. And it's not usually even with a hangover. If you're ever having an off day, you don't know how to sort yourself out, just have a spicy chicken fillet roll, and then you'll be like the head of a FTSE 100 company by the end of the day. You're like, it's perfect. And I'm not surprised, because have you ever seen one being made? I got one in a spa the other weekend behind the counter, and it was behind the counter was the most circular woman I've ever seen. And she grabs the baguette. Grabs the baguette, doesn't slice it. She just rips it open with her bare hands, like Rafiki opening that coconut in The Lion King. Then she spreads the butter, and not with a knife, it's with a spoon. And she's like digging into it and then leathering it on the bread like she's flattening down the earth on a shallow grave trying to hide a body. and then the chicken goes on, and she places the chicken so gently and so precisely. It's like it's a religious ceremony. In Catholicism, this is where the chicken actually becomes the body of Christ. Then it's back to the chaos, and the mayo and the sweet chili sauce go on, which she just kind of two hands blasts at the bread like she's in a ride or die bank robbery shootout with the police. And then she wraps it up and lobs it across the counter at you, and I walk out of there not sure if I've just gotten lunch or seen a great weapon being forged by the gods themselves. So yeah, Dublin has the Guinness factory, Jameson's distillery. There needs to be a place for the spicy chicken fillet roll, and if there's nowhere, then we make room. Then we build one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's knock down the GPO or Kilmainham jail. Because the heroes, but like you'll say to me, but Ben, those places, the heroes of 1916, to which I'd say they'd understand. There's no way that those guys did not load up on a spicy chicken fillet roll and a club orange before they took on and basically won against the British Empire. That's what the British always misunderstood about the Irish independence movement, the deli counter at super value. There, that's the end of that. I'm not so sure the political stuff at the end goes with it. I might just stop after the gods themselves line, but I thought I'd push it, see where I could go with it. So thanks for allowing the show to run over by 20 minutes so I could do that.
No problem.
Whitewater rafting. What if they had mayo and you were in a baguette as you're going around?
Like, whitewater rafting facility is your.
I am stunned that thing is going to be made. I'm stunned.
It's someone's pet project, and they just want to keep pushing it through. Whereas we have a homeless crisis and
haven't they spent
crisis.
Millions already trying to design it? Like millions have already been spent on it.
I don't mind if they've just done the survey. Like, just make it something more accessible. Sorry, this is getting very serious then.
And it's good. Yeah. Why did you bring it up? It just makes me so angry. My blood just boils.
Well, Ben was saying the political thing at the end. It's like, just talk about the whitewater rafting and just how that could be the guess.
I'd like to imagine what this chicken fillet roll world would be like.
Yeah.
Like have bags of mayonnaise and
beautiful. And that woman, that deli worker you described, I have met hundreds of them in my travels. I could see
they are national treasures. They are real people. They are national treasures, and they're the real frontline workers.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We should be standing outside and clapping for them.
Yeah. It's like when they're making the roll, they're making sure it's dead.
Yes.
They're just getting in there.
Yeah, she'll ask you if you want any salad, and you'll say yes, and she'll stare at you until you give the correct answer, which is no.
They always give you the smallest bit of meat, and you're just like, no, I actually want chicken on my chicken baguette. Believe it or not, like they give you the small, because that's the most expensive ingredient. Lettuce, are like, yeah, fucking piled on. Lettuce is only like €1 for a head of lettuce.
Yeah.
Yep. I've judged. Have you had a breakfast roll, Ben?
Like you got to get a chicken fillet
Yes.
roll.
What was that?
It's delicious.
It's no chicken fillet.
I was gonna say, yeah, I always hate that when you get a chicken fillet roll and like you get all the stuff in it. It's like, all like your veg and all your sauces and everything, and like there's loads of it. And it's like, yeah, chicken fillet. And as you said, they take like one little tiny fillet and like cut it in half, and it's like, there you go.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
No.
Because you're just making room for the crisps that you will have with the chicken fillet. You can't
have it all.
Can't have the customer going out full,
Look, if there's not enough chicken, just stick a bit of Mighty Munch in there, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Put more mayonnaise down, more mayo.
That in Tesco one.
Right, I'm going to steal...
She like went in and was like, can I have chicken fillet? And she got me like such a dirty fucking look.
So, sorry, Jack, are we taking the interval now for the second half, or...
We're taking
going live.
Yeah.
We're all going to come back and say improv.
Because I've got work in the morning.
You go work? Okay, that's fine. Thank you, everybody, for watching this crazy episode of Wrathful Comedy. This is where we bring the madness. Thank you so much to the Party Tits and Alex as well, and Louise, tremendous comedians.
Yay.
So good. Please follow them, check them out. Check out the Party Tits, check out Le Chats. Just check out Louise's Instagram. I don't want to leave her out. If you enjoyed the show and you want to give us a few quid, give me a few quid. Unfortunately, this show isn't free to run. I've got to pay for all of this. So here's the link. Throw me whatever you think I'm worth, which is usually nothing. I rarely get tips, but now and then someone does. Thank you so much. Guys, you've been great. We're going to say goodbye to the comedians. This has been a great show.
Woo!
Let's say goodbye to the audience. Bye, audience.
Goodbye, audience.
Bye.
Bye, audience.